Welcome back. It is a new version, or might be just a new banner. Regardless. No, it's a new version. I had to download it. Let us check it out. We're gonna get Mona next, I think. I might change my mind later, but we're pretty close to 6 for her. Or pretty close to max. And we get her pretty frequently, so that might be nice. Otherwise, I'd probably go with like Ayako or Sino, since I use them decently regularly. Lupus Majoris. Varka. Are you finally the Mondstadt Knight Commander? Was his name Varka? He looks Mondstadt. I think it is. Is he freaking dual wielding great swords? Mad lad. Knight of Boreas. Yeah, wow, I haven't used these in forever. New music. Wonderland Treasures. Cloud glow in the drifting mist. You guys look vaguely Venti-esque. Oh, this is for a Miliastra pass. Okay. And limited time in odes. Alright, never mind. Radiant moon gecko. That sounds like a fun creature. A moon gecko. Alright, let's try out the Knight of Boreas. I wonder if he'll actually use the wolf's talent upgrade stuff. That would make sense, but I think they like to have it be the latest. An Animo DPS character. I think you're, well, who was the last Animo DPS? Would have been the Wanderer? No. Chaska. Maybe. Who dual wields, dealing different types of elemental damage based on the party lineup. Ah. The effects of having 2 Hexerai characters. Oh. The party will be triggered by default in Varka's character trial. Additionally, all effects that deal different types will be of elemental damage be triggered regardless of party lineup. Fair enough.
Sure feels good to get away from my desk. Now, where's a good spot for a nap?
Do I know your voice? Nice, fierce eyes. I like it. Oh, leaning against his sword. Oh, actually taking a nap. You gonna keep taking that for a while? Well, oh, no, never mind. Oh my. That moves like the speed of a spear, but feels like Claymore. I kind of like it. Don't know, have we ever had a charge attack that doesn't continue? Yep, Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, Knight of Boreas, Protector of Mondstadt. Nice. A man after Venti's heart. Actually, he probably, if anyone knows Venti's true identity, it's probably him. Guest of the Mighty Wolf, and is a Claymore. It's actually kind of crazy considering his speed. I don't think we've ever had a Claymore user as fast as him. Could be mistaken about that, but I don't think so. Oh, whose voice? Joseph May. I don't think I know him. All right, Favonius Bladework, Dancing Radiance. Normal attack. Imitating an ancient knightly war dance, Varka wields dual claymores to perform up to 5 consecutive strikes and then charge attack. Yeah. Perform an especially powerful dual blade slash. He does. I swear, if he's doing claymore numbers at the speed that he's at, crazy. So each sword is counted separately. That might make it a little more claymore speedy. Still. Windbound Execution manifests the true essence of Favonius Bladework with absolute power. Produces different effects depending on whether the skill is tapped or held, of course. For tap, leap forward and slash in one fluid motion, dealing AoE animo damage. I like it. And switching to Sturm und Drang mode. While in this mode, Varka's normal attack and charge attack damage is increased. Beautiful. And he cannot perform plunging attacks. Fine. Also, when performing normal or charged attacks, Varka's dual-wielded claymores will deal corresponding elemental damage based on the elemental types of the characters in the party. In addition to Animo, or no? Or only the initial strike does the Animo? Okay. Deal corresponding elemental damage based on the elemental types of the characters in the party, respectively. This elemental damage cannot be overridden by infusions. Additionally, when in Sturm und Drang, if there are Pyro, Hydro, Electro, or Cryo characters in the party, Varka's elemental skill, Windbound Execution, will be converted to the special elemental skill, Four Winds Ascension, dealing corresponding elemental damage and animo damage. Well, yeah. Okay. No, that... Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Additionally, Varka can also expend uses of the special elemental skill Four Winds Ascension to perform a special charged attack, Azure Devour, that does not consume stamina to deal a corresponding elemental damage and animo damage. Oh, okay, yeah. Damage dealt by the claymore wielded in his left hand will be converted to animo damage, and then I guess the other hand does whatever elemental damage it is. And this sounds nice because it means he probably has an easy time swirling himself. Though I doubt that's where the bulk of his damage comes from. Still. Okay, starts on cooldown and has 2 maximum uses. Presumably for however long this state lasts. When Varka is in this mode, his normal attacks hit an opponent, the cooldown is reduced by half a second. Oh, nice. Every time Varka switches to the Sturm und Drang mode, this effect can be triggered up to 15 times. Additionally, Varka can expend uses of Four Wind Ascension to perform a special charge attack. How do you use that special charge attack? Just by using a charge attack? Consumes no stamina, dealing 2 instances of elemental damage corresponding to the element the claymore wielded in his right hand, and 2 instances of animo from his left. All right. Holding. After charging for a while, leap forward. The duration of the charge will increase the distance of the leap. Compared to the other one, that's pretty basic. The wind knows no dread of tomorrow, nor does it suffer the bite of chains. Prisons and high walls cannot confine the wind, nor can they silence those who sing for freedom. I don't know, actually. walls and rooms can absolutely confine or at least block out the wind. Well said, but that interpretation does not authorize you to slip out of solitary confinement and reward yourself with drinks at the cat's tail after Jean grounds you, Grandmaster Varka. Oh, you get grounded with the Spark Knight, do you? That's great. Jean is the mom of the Knights of Favonius, confirmed. I like him already. Good press damage. Okay, 16-second cooldown, 8-second for hold, nice. And then Sturm und Drang lasts 12 seconds. Less good. Well, because it's not the end of the world that it doesn't match, since you do have a rotation after all. 20%. Yeah, looks like a pretty good increase to the damage. Four Winds Ascension. That does less. No. Yes. That does less damage than the regular skill. Didn't say it was special. I mean, it's extra damage. Better than regular hitting, so probably always worth it to use, but still. Honestly, the Asher Devour is the hold, right? No. Azure Devours the special charge attack. Oh, you know what? I think this might be a... It doesn't say he does an attack, and there's no information about damage in there. That might just be a exploration ability. Okay. North Wind Avatar. In the name of the mightiest Knight of Boreas, unleash a powerful double slash attack toward the front, dealing 2 instances of animo damage. If there are elemental characters in the party, the first slash be converted to deal corresponding elemental damage, according to the aforementioned priority order of elemental types. Okay, so Pyro overrides Hydro, overrides Electro, overrides Cryo. Hey, Seamus, have you ever thought it weird that I, the Knight of Boreas, north of Mondstadt's 4 winds, am the Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius, the west of Mondstadt's 4 winds? If, let's say, I want to threaten the enemy with some harsh words, should I say, I am the North Wind? Or, I am the West Wind? Or, better yet, I am the Northwest Wind? That one. I like how these are the things that keep him up at night. Pretty straightforward. Decent-ish damage. It's just nothing special about it, just a burst of damage. Not too bad energy cost, not too bad cooldown. 1 per cycle, basically. Dawn Winds March. All right. When elemental characters in the party, according to the aforementioned priority order in elemental types, every 1,000 points of Varka's attack will grant Varka a 10% animo damage bonus. Nice. And corresponding elemental damage bonus. Also nice. Among the aforementioned elemental types, only 1 element can gain bonus damage this way. Up to 25% bonus damage can be gained this way. Beautiful. I mean, a free 25% bonus damage is wonderful. Additionally, there are at least 2 animo characters or 2 of the same elemental type in the party. The normal attacks, charge attacks, and special charged attack, Azure Devourer, and the special elemental skill for Wind's Ascension, that Varka deals or unleashes while in the Sturm und Drang mode will deal 140% of their original damage. Fantastic! So you want to double up at least one character or elemental type. Since he's Animo, that makes it fairly easy. If you had, say, Jean as your sustain. Though, if he's doing a lot of Animo, you might want Faruzan. But he's not just doing Animo. So maybe her effect would be lessened. Oh, and if there were at least 2 Animo and 2 others of the same elemental type, the aforementioned effect will be increased to 220%. More than double his damage output. That's insane. I love it. So, second Animo and 2 of the same elemental type. I'm trying to think of what I would want to do. I mean, 2 off-field sub DPS, presumably. If you use Jean as your sustain, you could do like Yelin and Xingqiu for Hydro. I guess the Shogun and Fischl for Electro. We only have the one off-field Cryo, but you could do Shenhe and our chef. Pyro, you definitely want Durin. And I guess Malika? Probably. Winds of Vanguard. When nearby party members trigger swirl reactions, Varka gains 1 stack of Azure Fang's Oath. Presumably he can also trigger the reaction, increasing the damage dealt by his normal attacks, charge attacks, and special charged attack, and special elemental skill by 7.5% for 8 seconds, up to 4 stacks. Nice. And that's in addition to, well, no, we would need, if the other Animo is wearing the Viridescent set, does it matter who initiates the swirl, or just that they're in the party when the swirl happens? Like, what if it's Varka's Animo application? It's an important question. Each character can grant Varka with 1 stack of Azure Fang's Oath every second this way. Beautiful. I mean, hey, an extra 7.5% times 4. I'll take it. Witch's Eve Rite. Dawn's Return. After completing Witch's homework, the untitled question, Varka will become a Hexerai character. When the party includes at least 2, you'll gain Secret Rite effect, which enhances Hexerai characters. His Secret Rite enhances the special elemental skill for one's ascension. When Varka hits an opponent with normal attacks in Sturm und Drang, the cooldown of 4 Wind's Ascension will be reduced by 1 second. It was half a second before, so nice. Homebound Winds not Peon. For every party member from Mondstadt, hold version of Varka's elemental skill, Windbound Execution's cooldown is decreased by 5%. Nice. This effect does not trigger in domains, trounced domains, or spiral abyss. Fair enough. Nice. All right.
Thunder!
Huh.
Maria sweeping in!
love it. He is fast-paced. Reminds me of Skirk, almost. Okay, we got Durin, Bennett, and Venti. That makes sense.
The story has only just begun!
Time for takeoff. Everybody stand back!
Hey. Didn't even quite see how much damage that was doing.
Thunder!
I don't know how we're supposed
Thunder!
to use... That's good damage.
Maria sweeping in! Burn!
Use, charge. Okay. It automatically does it. And then I guess it reverts to the regular if...
Thunder! Burn!
Who needs other characters when you got the Grand Master of the Knights of Livonius?
Shred 'em!
Just a flesh wound.
He's just kind of fun.
Up the ante! Burn!
I like him. He is, the epitome of hack and slash. Well. What does his weapon do, actually? How much of an effect was that having? Probably a lot. Especially since it's a crit rate. Increases his attack speed by 10%. Oh, yeah. Every time the equipping character's normal attack hit opponents, when they cast their skill or when they begin their charged attack, gain 1, 2, 2 stacks of 4 wins him, respectively. Damage dealt is increased by 7.5% for 4, max 4 stacks. Increases crit damage. Okay. Oh. On-stat characters now. Not that I need any of them. Well, I am pretty sure I am within 23 wishes of pity. So, I kind of want to try and get him now. I mean, obviously, we want him. Sucrose. Alrighty. Moment of truth. Oh, Rust. Haven't gotten you in a while. Hey, Benny.
Allow me to
Yes.
introduce myself again.
Hey.
Though you're probably bored of hearing it by now. I am Varka, Grand Master
Yes,
of the
you
Knights
are.
of Favonius, Mondstadt's Knight of Boreas. I'm here to fulfill the Favonian pledge. I swear by my sword you shall not fall while I stand.
What have you been up to? You've been teased pretty much since the beginning of the game as off on a big mission. But 2 lands away from finding out, I suppose. Wonderful. I don't know if I had the enhanced chance of getting him or not. Probably not. I don't think I saw the indication. Yeah, definitely not. We successfully got Durin and then Columbina, one after the other. That's actually 3 50-50s we've won in a row. So the opposite. All right, one last note before we continue. New event, who dis? I am imagining this one is introduction to Varka, possibly spoilerific, but it looks like it probably takes place in Mondstadt, so who knows? Feel free to let me know. And Well, yeah, we received an invitation from the Knights of Favonius. So you return to Mondstadt to take part in a welcome ceremony that feels both familiar and just a little different. Probably, yeah. Well, hopefully, if it is spoilerific, it's permanent. But if not, like I said, let me know. And with that, let us find some credits. Where are we going? Hello there. Something's wrong. Very wrong. My head is dizzy. I feel like my brain's going to burst. Lechlade? What's your name, sir? Old fellow, old timer. Something's definitely wrong with those yellow-green stones. I think I'm going to die here. Are you alright? And also, you a part of this contest? Are you gonna give me credits, or coupons, rather? In the long run, we'll all be fine. But I'm going to be fine before you are. He's just saying he's gonna. So we're using fine instead of dead, are we? Okay, then. Sure. Bye. Certainly a new way to use the word fine. You don't sound fine at all. No, I'm fine. Literally. If something's wrong, it's too late anyway. Wait, so are you all right or not? Paimon's very confused. Can you please be more specific? Specifically speaking, when I come to the production zone, I get headaches and heart palpitations. My hands and feet grow cold. That is not fine. I'm done for. Do you know what I mean? I'm done for. It must be the yellow-green stones. They're evil. What yellow-green stones? You know of those stones, right? The central laboratory of the Fontaine Research Institute. Wait. Haven't I been gathering some green stones or something? The yellow-green stones destroyed everything. Please just go see a doctor. Siegeland? I am a doctor. I know. Wait, I'm no longer a doctor. I lost my certification. I can't give official diagnoses. Also, it's generally not good for a doctor to try to self-diagnose, as I understand it. Better to get an outside opinion. Please find a real doctor with certifications to save me. Please. Well, actually, I think she's a nurse, not a doctor, but close enough. Siegeland she'll patch you right up. It sounds pretty serious. Let's go find a doctor, Alice. Okay, this is... you better have coupons waiting for me. I swear. If I'm wasting my time on you, I will be... I don't know. Darren, you're not a doctor, are you? Oh, he is. Are you in trouble? Or are others in trouble? Both look healthy, so it must be the latter. Indeed. Though you probably wouldn't be able to tell at a glance. I mean, I could have some injury under my clothes or something. You explain Lechlade's situation. Him again, huh? Wait, can you treat him, or is this a regular occurrence? His headache, or his delusions? Both? Huh? You mean he's not sick? Based on his lab results, most likely not. I heard that he misdiagnosed a patient when he was still on the outside, ignoring some early warning results. The healthcare outcome... Well, he's been a little paranoid ever since. He's like that to others. And worse when it comes to himself. How about the yellow-green stones, though? No one else is having those same health issues, right? But I can't very well ignore him. So please, give him this. Is it a placebo? Isn't this pure water? Are you sure? Oh, so you know what this is? It's fine in the sense that it does no harm to the body. It'll give him a boost. Oh, yeah. Basically a placebo, but one with, I don't know, energy enhancement properties. Basically with caffeine or something. Why not just give him Fanta? That's the thing. Everyone here knows what Fanta tastes like. Based on my knowledge, he hasn't had pure water. After all, it's not very common here. I gave it to him before, telling him it was a health potion. And he did actually show more vigor after drinking it. Alright, we'll give this to him. If it doesn't work, then tell him to go lie down in the infirmary. If you tell him it's doctor's orders, he'll listen. Sure, let's go back, Alice. I don't think he's gonna give us coupons, Paimon. I just got that feeling. He's gonna stiff us. Schlad. We're back. The doctor gave you this. Takes the pure water and drinks it all immediately. Oh, me. That's better. The figure fills me once again. That's it? Wasn't that a little too fast? Aderna is a really good doctor, and certified too. The medicine he prescribes always works. Unlike mine. Paimon, we don't need to shatter his delusion, actually. Let's just leave it be. Leave well enough alone. But what about the yellow-green stones? Suspicious, of course. Guess his delusions can't be helped. Now I can keep working. Thank you so much for helping out. Here, take these coupons. Oh, good. Sorry for doubting you. Just a little something to show my appreciation. Stay healthy. As long as they count to the total. They do good. Gave me quite a few. Got one right down here. Oh, this is the, where we can spend them. Well, oh hey, Nizami. You were kind to the little girl. Young warrior, will you spar with me? This is super sudden. Whatever you say, lass with golden hair. I can tell that you are a veteran with just one look. True, good eyes, even though they're covered. I'm really bored, because no one has been sparring with me. If you will, I'll give you coupons. I won a lot of those from Rusimov, and I haven't figured out how to spend them yet. Absolutely. How about it? I'll gladly spar with you. I'm a pacifist. Just what I need. Ha, good. You're a straight talker. Let's go somewhere spacious. Do I finally get a fight in the Pancration Ring? At long last? Yay!
You are not welcome here.
Bodyguard's true skill. All right.
I'm going in! See me! Over here!
You sure you want to do this, buddy?
And voila!
Ha! Exhilarating. I guess that answers that question. I knew it, alas. You're a worthy opponent. Sometimes I wish they would actually have, because we've seen it before where they have Alice actually fight just with her sword. Sometimes I wish they would do more of that when it's supposed to be her fighting. You're not bad either. Seems I need to work harder. Anyway, I'm a straight shooter, just like you. Here are your coupons. Let's do this again sometime. Of course. Just happy to finally be in the Pancration Ring. You want to know what's happening with Caterpillar? Sure. Be back at the regular. Oh no, it's Genevieve this time. You number 2 right now? Hello. Wow, we sure are popular. Paimon's getting deja vu. Did you need us for something? All right. I'm hoping you'll join us in launching a protest against SDN. Wait, what? Huh? Since you're taking part in this game as well, I think you'll understand my position. The rules should be more open and transparent. You were arguing with the other guy at the start, right? What's the catch? The competition should restart with the new rules in place. Nope, not happening. What? Wouldn't that make all the hard work we've done so far be for nothing? What's so crazy about that? It happens all the time in academia. You realize that there's an error in your thesis or methodology that completely invalidates the conclusion you arrived at after years of research. Years is a bit long to realize that level of fundamental flaw, but sure. Pretty sure that's nothing like this. Yeah, I also don't plan on being here for years. I'm busy. Find someone else. Maybe for the next time he runs the game. Just play as it is this time around. Indeed, iterating and improving the rules will take time. We may not be able to get them implemented until the next time the game is held. No, I need this game to be fair. To me, delayed fairness is a pointless loss. I've lost so much time already because of this. I mean, I gotta get a little girl above the surface, so... Paimon thinks you have the right idea, but this isn't a decision that can be made by just us, right? Maybe you could go ask the others as well. SDN will only change the subject. And as for Rave, you kids had better keep your guard up around him. Us kids? That kind of grinds Paimon's gears. Yeah, no kidding. But maybe that really is how other people see us. Anyway, thanks for the tip, but Paimon's not sure we can help you. Fine, I anticipated as much. Then I'll leave you to it. Good luck out there. My luck hasn't exactly been great, but I won't be throwing in the towel that easily. Okay, Paimon also hopes that your luck improves. Good luck. Don't get the game canceled. Oh, he's here. Wait, no. He's here. I was thinking it was the other contestant. Oh, what's that guard doing here? Noels. Just who I was looking for. We were just leaving. Hang on. I'd like you to answer a few questions first. As you probably know, the missing records need to be recreated. This isn't necessarily bad news for you, but without those records, he won't be able to leave this place even if he has legally redeemed himself. As such, I hope you can answer my questions honestly. Do you know when Caterpillar arrived in the fortress of Meropide? I don't know. I have no idea. He just said that he came here a long time ago, so we don't know when exactly. And I don't suppose you know the specifics of his sentence or crime. No, we don't. Do you know anything about this master he mentioned earlier? No. Paimon doesn't remember Caterpillar mentioning him before. Have either of you observed anything peculiar happen while speaking to him? The stories he tells have a rather hypnotic effect. Hypnotic? What stories? What are they about? He told you one, didn't he? They're just children's fairy tales. Well, he had the hypnotic effect on you at least. They're not about anything important. Well, children like you shouldn't even be here to begin with. I agree. Wait, hey! I was gonna say I agree you should take the little girl away from here, but... If you end up leaving this place, I hope you don't come back. We're not children. I'm pretty sure she's existed for centuries. Probably just doesn't age, and Paimon, who knows? Huh? Okay. That's enough questions for today. It doesn't seem like you know very much, but if you do notice anything strange, make sure to report it at once. It's for your own good. On the other hand, you are the evil sorcerer. And, you're antagonistic to a little girl. Noel's leaves. Looks like we don't know much about Caterpillar after all. But if he doesn't want to talk about his crime or sentence or anything like that, Paimon thinks we'd better not press him. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I kind of half expect him to be related to Jacob somehow. I don't know. Not really concerned about any of this. He does sound a little suspicious, though. But yeah, I'm not concerned. Well, he didn't ask much about our pasts either. But whatever the case, he's doing a good deed right now, isn't he? I hope so. I certainly hope he's not just using the little girl. Lenore seems to really trust him as well, so he's probably not a bad guy, at least for now, right? Yeah, you can never go wrong with a little caution, though. Yeah. Wait patiently for a while, and Caterpillar and Lenore return. Miss Alice, Miss Paimon, you're both so fast, I got carried away talking to Miss Galvana. She even gave me some candy. She said they're made from a fruit that grows on the trees in a desert oasis. Oh, the nuts? I asked her what kind of place a desert oasis might be. She said it's a little body of water surrounded by a vast sea of sand. She's correct. Doesn't that sound just like the fortress? Except, opposite, since this place is surrounded by water. Kinda. Once you leave this place, maybe you'll get to go there and see it for yourself. Don't send a little girl into the desert, Lenore. Or Paimon. That's so irresponsible. That reminds me, after all the hard work we've done, we must have advanced by now, right? Speaking of that, I asked STN. Here's where things stand at the moment. Let's see. Ooh, Dirty Faces we're ahead of. But damn it, Genevieve and Poires and Rave's teams are quite a far ahead of us still. A little over 1,000. A little over 1,100. Closer to 1,200 over here. You mean we basically haven't advanced at all? How could that be? Looks like the competition's been hard at work too. Yeah. We need to step up our game. Indeed. Rave has some contacts. The researcher and detective's assistant will have their own ways. Why is she complaining? She's practically winning. She's 50 coupons away. Surely this isn't the time to be singing our rival's praises. Is there really nothing we can do? We're definitely gonna lose at this rate. We're gonna lose? But if we lose, we can all stay here in the fortress, right? Yeah. We've talked about this before, Lenore. If we stay here, we'll have to worry each day about being taken away by evil sorcerers. Oh, then I guess it would be better to leave. But Miss Paimon said we're definitely gonna lose. Damn it, Paimon. Oh, we're not gonna lose. The game's not over yet. There's still enough time. We're gonna win this. If we don't win this time, there's always next time. Oh, an underdog victory would be more exciting anyways. Fact of the matter is, there are only 2 teams ahead of us. We've got nothing to worry about. Yeah, 2 out of 4, Paimon. There isn't much time left until the deadline SDN set. Let's just meet at the message board in the administrative area next time. Sure. Are those sleeves or what? Like, what? Kind of strange. Oh, there isn't much time left until the final results are announced, is there? Paimon has a feeling she's gonna toss and turn in bed tonight. You can tell me in secret if you feel scared, Miss Paimon. Aw. Ugh, seriously? A kid like you, worried about Paimon? Paimon won't get scared. You're the one who should be scared. Paimon. Paimon hopes you have a sweet dream. Wait, you're the one who should be scared. Paimon hopes you'll have sweet dreams, Lenore. Paimon, you're sending mixed messages here. Don't worry. I've had lots of nice ones. In fact, I wish I could give you some to the two of you. Oh, don't worry. Traveler is full of nothing but nice dreams, basically. The candy Miss Galvanis gave me is so sweet. Remember to brush your teeth before bed. Okay, I will. Yeah, good advice. Should we rest now? Yes, we should. It's my turn to tell a story. I've heard enough stories to tell one of my own now. All right, you can be the storyteller this time. Okay, my story will also begin in the giant's garden. Okay. Long, long ago, in a garden full of purple flowers, there lived a prince, a princess, and a brave hero. This is about us still. Oh, and the ruler of the garden, a giant with a nasty temper. What the witch wanted more than anything were some of the purple flowers, but the mean giant treasured them so much that he wouldn't let anyone pick even a single one. You just telling the same story? Kind-hearted Mr. Giant, the witch asked, I'm in need of your little purple flowers from your garden. You have so many already. Could you please share just one with me? But the mean giant refused. Every flower in my garden belongs to me, the giant shouted. I won't share them with anyone. Kind-hearted Mr. Giant, the witch continued, please hear my tale. I traveled here from a fountain in a far-off, distant land. An Oceanid there has fallen ill, and the scent of those purple flowers brings her comfort. If you could give me just one of them, perhaps her condition will improve. But the giant, who didn't have an ounce of compassion in his heart, callously refused the witch's request. What did an Oceanid in a faraway land have to do with him? Then, the witch asked, is there anything I can do for you? I know many magic spells, and I could use my magic to help you with something in exchange. Or someone. Will you agree to my request, kind-hearted Mr. Giant? I don't know. The giant thought it over, then said that he had lost something very important to him. If the witch could use her magic to help him find it. Oh, wow. This giant's more reasonable. So they made a deal? Yep. In the end, the witch's friend recovered, and the giant found what he had lost. Isn't that a better story? At least in this story, everyone gets a happy ending. Well, it's a little incomplete, but we did just jump to describing the end anyway, so. Game will be over soon. To turn this around today, in addition to taking commissions, only 300. I wonder if there are ways to get coupons in one go. I would think we'd need more. We got 3 areas. Dormitory block mail rooms, south side of the dormitory block, and the southeast side of the production zone's upper levels. All right. Still shocked we're going for fewer this time, though. Cool. What do you need help with? You two, please wait. I hear you're people of leisure who never turned down a request. If you got the coupons, that is correct indeed. Ahem. Actually, a girl in a purple dress asked me to take care of you. Oh. But I was thinking, since you accept any and all requests, you must be very capable. so I'd never need to take care of you. Indeed, it would be more accurate to say that you two can take care of me. Yeah, sure, but no discounts. I know the rules, don't worry. Regardless of the outcome, I'll compensate you according to the market rates. But Mora is useless here, so I'll pay with coupons. Perfect. You'll be compensated no matter what happens, really? Absolutely and totally correct. Our task is just that difficult, you see. It's that Nizami's fault for being great with his fists, but for using them where they shouldn't have been used. Uh-oh. I'll be staying here for a while longer, so I need a place to pursue my studies. It's best if it has a bookshelf, a table, chairs, and a board to write on and stick materials to. So an office. I'm sure you know exactly what place I'm talking about, but it's simply not available and there's no point in asking. But I believe that a room on the opposite side has the same internal structure and should be usable. Yeah. But it's a really strange place. It seems to be occupied by someone who rarely entertains visitors. I've never seen the person, nor even seen the doors open. So I appointed Nizami as my representative. He was always reliable during the time I employed him as a bodyguard. However, he got into a disagreement with the occupant, and negotiations broke down. Well, shoot. Maybe communication and negotiations have never been his strong suit. Maybe. Indeed. It didn't even look like a negotiation. He just hammered on the door with his fist, standing outside and shouting. It was a truly shocking moment for me. Whoa. What? That doesn't sound like a negotiation at all. As such, I'd like to ask you two to act as my representative and negotiate with the occupant to rent out the space he's currently occupying. I expect the price to be a maximum of 54,000 coupons. You may not succeed, and that's fine, but at least give it a try. I'm counting on you. You want to give me those 54,000 coupons just to hold on to for safekeeping? Eh? If only I hadn't ticked off Carranza earlier, maybe the negotiations would go more smoothly. Oh. Hello? Anyone home? According to Nakul, non-Fontaine seem to be discriminated against. Will he ignore us as well? Is there a better way to go about this? Let's try knocking. Who is it? A nameless traveler, an adventurer crossing all the nations of the world. I am Melusine. Let's be honest. Since when did this place become a scenic attraction? Stop playing around, Alice. Don't forget why we're here. We were asked to discuss something with you. Well, we were hired to ask about renting this room of yours. Of course, the client will be happy to pay you in coupons. Something similar happened a while ago. That client of yours really refuses to give up, huh? You were sent by that guy with the really funky way of talking, weren't you? Did he have a funky way of talking? Forget it. Out of respect for his perseverance, tell me his offer. Oh, good. Yes, looks like we've still got some room for communication. Cole told us about his expectations for the price. If we're making the offer, should we reveal his budget from the get-go? Or should we try getting a bargain? Let's just lay all the... It's haggling time. Let's put this price in the basement. Then, 27,000. What do you think about 27,000 coupons? Damn it, Paimon, I didn't mean that in the basement. 27,000? You kidding? Are you here to insult me? That offer's even lower than before. I didn't even accept the offer from the psycho who hammered on my door. And the offer was way higher then. So what makes you think I'd accept this one? What do we do, Alice? The market price is falling and it will only fall further. Let's raise it to match the client's budget. How about 54,000 coupons then? It's double the last offer. Only 54,000? That's just 10% higher than when he had the psycho hammer on my door. What a miser. The way your offer keeps fluctuating, I bet there's room to increase it even further. Ah, shoot. I just have to wait a little longer. Just a little longer and it'll raise all the way up. All the way up to what? Definitely get a higher offer from when you return the next time. And the time after that. I never misinterpret the trends. It'll go up. So I must hold on. I cannot rashly agree. Cannot agree so easily. You can go now. I won't accept your offer. At least this time. Yeah, it doesn't seem like he'll be changing his mind. Let's head back and pass the news. Shoot. Damn it. I don't know if we could succeed there or not, but I failed. Should have given him the main offer right away. We're back! So here's what happened. Giving Akula a detailed blow-by-blow account. Oh, I see. Nevertheless, I always keep my word, so here's the compensation we agreed upon earlier. Ugh, now what am I going to do? Can't say. Already gave us 280. Jeez. We had several options, though. Hey, Rosalino. We have here December. Can anyone help me? Please, I'm begging you. Help this poor soul. Are you alright? Oh, thank goodness. Finally, some kind people. You see, it's my son's birthday tomorrow, and I'd like to send him a letter. Okay, what's your problem? But to get a letter out of the fortress of Meropide, you have to queue up here. And I don't have the time for that. Huh, why not? There was a major safety incident in the production zone, so I have to get there immediately. I was hoping someone could stand in line for me, but I know this isn't what I know this is what I deserve, but my son is innocent. Why should he have to pay for my crimes too? All I want is to send him a letter so he knows his father hasn't forgotten his birthday and loves him very much. But I can't even do that. Poor guy. We'll help him, won't we, Alice? Help his son. You will? I don't have much in the way of money on me right now, but I'll be sure to pay you a fair price for your trouble based on the market average. The market average? Yes. I've lent it for other people before, so I know the going rate. It's all right. Don't sweat it. We're happy to help. Paimon, we have a mission. Thank you so much. You're great people. Oh, I forgot to ask you for your names. I'm December, and you? Paimon is Paimon, and she's Alice. We're adventure buddies. Well, it's good to meet you, Paimon. Alice. Here's the letter. Just hand it to Lutz over there. You're lifesavers. Lutz, huh? And don't worry. We'll take care of it. It's not that long of a line. It's 3 people. How long could it take? December leaves in a hurry after handing over the letter. A long time passes before you and Paimon notice that the short queue hasn't moved an inch. You could be here a while. Suddenly, your attention is drawn to a conversation between 2 people behind you. Oh, this is taking forever. The air is so stuffy here. I can barely breathe. Hey, there's a chest. First time queuing here, huh, kid? Welcome to the infamous slowest queue in the Fortress of Meropide. Surprised you've never heard of it. Lutz has a tendency to slow things down by embellishing the letters as he types them out. Can't help himself. Then, of course, we have to check through them all over again to make sure we're happy with it. Blah, blah, blah. Are you kidding me? Gods, I'm going weak at the knees. Haha, hang in there, buddy. If you pass out, only have to start all over again tomorrow. It's happened before, you know. That sounds miserable. One guy's on his third visit and still hasn't managed to send his letter. Jeez. Third visit? Jeez. Sucks to be him. Huh, you bet it does. It takes a special kind of bad luck to fail 3 times in a row. He's a legend in the Meropide queuing community. We call him Unlucky December. Ooh. If you're interested, I can tell you more about him. To be honest, I'm not really in the mood. I am. Oh, come on, cheer up. Anyway, it all started the day before yesterday. It was sweltering hot that afternoon. Said I'm not... Whatever. Carry on. December came to me that afternoon, saying he had to line up to send a letter the following day. He asked me if I could cover his shift as a porter in the coupon cafeteria. Oh. Doesn't he work in the production zone, though? I was gonna say no, because it sounded like more trouble than it was worth. But he gave me the old puppy eyes and said how he'd missed his chance the last time because he overslept. Now his son was still waiting for his letter. So I took pity on him and agreed to help him out. Guess what I saw when I got off work yesterday? I saw him looking for someone else to cover his work, and the excuse was still the same. He needed to send a letter. That little shit. So I went over and asked him what happened. He said he'd learned from his mistakes and woke up early in the morning to queue up, but he still didn't manage to send the letter due to unforeseen complications. Don't tell me he joined the wrong line. No, but that's almost as funny as what actually happened. He skipped breakfast to get in the line early, but by the afternoon he was running on empty and starting to lose it. Oh no. He tried to push through, but suddenly everything went black, and there was a loud thud. He was out cold. By the time he regained consciousness, they were closed for the day. Oof. Oh. What a loser. Wait, did I? I don't think I had anything to eat either. Crumbs. Now my stomach's starting to growl. Uh-oh. And you're exhausted. Did they say Mr. December? Paimon didn't realize what we lined up for. Good thing we always have food with us for emergencies. Yep. And Paimon too. And because you're always hungry. And nothing's more important in life than a full stomach. It's up there. I agree with you, Paimon. I won't say nothing, though. Queuing for a long time gets tedious and tiring. You start to forget your purpose here. Only the occasional background noise and chatter serves to remind you that, despite how it feels, time is indeed moving. Ugh. Feeling lightheaded. Man, I really hope I don't have to do this all over again tomorrow. Eat this. You need something in your stomach. Next time, remember to bring food and water with you when you go on a long queue. Good advice. Thank you. But it's crazy that you're talking about this queue like it's a marathon. It is pretty crazy. Ha, listen up, maggot. This is the most brutal, godforsaken slice of hell in the whole fortress of Meropide. It makes Pancration look like a walk in the park. We don't have the time to wait here, though. But it's just... Every queuer worth their salt knows to plan properly before committing to join the line. Some people bring a stool for rest breaks. And some of the more hardcore folks even have even been known to camp outside the entrance the night before. Damn. But it's just a queue. A queue to send letters. This is no ordinary queue, rookie. This is war. Everyone is expected to give 110%. Even Unlucky December has multiple contingency plans. We're one of. Sadly, the best laid plans are no match for fate. On my way back from the production zone earlier, I saw him leaving the line and heading to in the direction of the coupon cafeteria. So I asked him, "Hey, are you supposed to be in the queue?" And do you know what his answer was? He's gotten so fixated on queuing that he forgot the most important thing of all. He didn't bring his letter with him, so he had to leave and come back. We just placeholders then? I really have to meet this guy. Wait, didn't he hand me a letter though? I really have to meet this guy. Sounds like quite a character. What? You forgot his letter? Man, December's luck really is terrible. Wait, then what did he give us? Right, he handed it right to us. Paimon is getting pretty confused. Let's take a peek. To my love, my dearest Monsieur Nouviette. What the hell are we reading? I know not how many days and nights have passed since our previous trial. My dreams have been filled with longing for your face, so kind, so handsome. It excites me, agitates me, to know that I shall be leaving this place, that I shall see you and that I shall see you once more. As I said, I will do anything to see you again, and I can wait no longer, indeed, not one moment more, for you to castigate me, your humble defendant. What is this? And this time, I promise, I swear, you will remember my name. Your admirer, White Lily. So, is that a code name? What the shit? Yeah, let's see what he wrote. Whoa, what the heck is all this? Paimon doesn't see anything about a birthday or Mr. December anywhere. None of this information adds up. It's almost our turn, Alice. Shall we hand in the letter? As your torturous ordeal approaches the end, you reassure yourself that this has all been worth it. But your questions remain unanswered. The chapter is closed, but the story continues. What was I don't even.
Guess this'll go into my magic pocket.
There he is. Hey, it's me. Phew, I made it just in time. Why are you so out of breath? I just finished up at the abandoned production zone and ran all the way here. So it's done? The letter's been sent? Great. It was signed White Lily. Oh? So that's the name she gave herself. Who are you sending this for? Alright, to tell you the truth, a young woman asked me to send this letter for her. She looked really sick to me, so I agreed, and I didn't even take a single mora. I'm paying for your compensation out of my own pocket. Why did you... Huh? Looking at the contents of the letter, she does seem very sick indeed. Kinda. I guess I must have grabbed the wrong letter on my way out. Fiddlesticks. The birthday letter will never get there in time now. Wait, really? So you finally got your letter posted, but it was the wrong one? Wow, you're really living up to your nickname, December. Fate is a cruel mistress. Ah, I'd love to stay and chat, but I gotta rush home and get the right letter now. I hope there's still time. Here's your compensation. Pleasure queuing business with you. That's clever. Now to post that blasted letter to my son. See you. But, why do you have to leave? Paimon still has a ton of questions for him. Never mind. At least we got some coupons. Huh? Is this all? It's not even one meal's worth. I guess we're going hungry tonight. We could take another queuing commission. Starvation suddenly sounds like a great option. Was that enough? Yeah, 20. All right. Oh, Rave and Genevieve are here too. Strange. Caterpillar and Lenore aren't here yet. Why bother coming when you know you're going to lose? I wouldn't be so certain of that. That's right. You're only ahead of us by a little. Okay, Paimon, that's a lie. They were ahead of us by a lot. A little? Can the results be announced now, STN? Actually, no. Let's wait a little. After all, the best must be saved for last. Looks like we still don't. Looks like we don't have to wait long. Here they come. Oh, perfect.
Miss Alice, where's Paimon? Have you seen the results yet? Did we win?
I wasted so much time queuing. Sorry.
We don't know yet.
Well, seems everyone's here. Would you announce the results now, STN? Of course. Oh, but the results on Caterpillar's end still need to be calculated. My, what a cruel guard, towing with us from start to finish like that. Why don't you wring out the last bit of mercy in your heart and let us know that the gap between us is too wide to cross? Stop torturing us with false hope. I mean, torturing us? Why are you including yourself in that? These aren't the final results, but
We should be able to win once we add the coupons that Catter got today, right?
I don't know. 0?
Hold on. Why have Genevieve's team's points been cleared out?
I was against it, but this is the more logical approach with respect to the results. You sons of bitches.
Is that legal? What's that supposed to mean? Whoa, Rave's team has so many points.
He doesn't need the chance to leave, and we don't need to place first. Huh. So you teamed up.
You mean you gave all your coupons to Rave? Isn't that against the rules?
There's no rule forbidding it. I was originally in favor of amending the rules to ensure fair play, but no one else seemed to be in support of that. Damn it. Indeed, there isn't a rule forbidding that. This competition would have been far more exciting if everyone could have fully used the rules to their advantage. More exciting for you, maybe. Rules don't mean a thing in a game as boring as this one. At the end of the day, it's a question of upholding one's honor. Was it very honorable of you? Taking her coupons. All right, now that the scores have been announced, isn't it time for the final results?
Our points from today haven't been added yet.
Humph. A drop in the ocean. What the fuck? Now that everything's been added, here's what the results look like. How? Catter?
Yes! Miss Alice, Miss Paimon, look, we won! But
that is a suspicious number of coupons. What? That's impossible. What did you do? I'm actually with Rave on this one.
Whoa, that many! Paimon's lost count.
The count Paimon is 2,003,480. It's a trick even simpler than magic. I used the coupons I'd saved up in the past to hire a bunch of people to help me work. What we have now is the product of their work this whole time, and I believe this falls within the rules too. I didn't need to do anything. Even if it does, that's an insane amount. A fortune. I also have my reasons for needing to win, and I'd even gotten help from my 2 friends. It'd be a real shame if we lost now. Yeah. Who are you, Catter? So this wasn't about honor? I think it's time to announce the final results. Since everything's been tallied, it's time to announce... Oh, Brave, this is what an insurmountable gap looks like. Oh. Time to announce the final results. The winners of this game are Caterpillar, Miss Alice, and Miss Paimon. Hey, Lenore. No objections, I take it? You're forgetting the most important one. There's nothing I can say, except that it looks like I picked a fight with the wrong opponent. I ended up in here last time for striking someone in anger. I won't make the same mistake this time. Oh, damn. You'll pay the price for the choices you made. What, her? She's not the reason you lost. Whoa. Paimon didn't expect to hear someone actually say that. Pretty cliche if you ask me. We'll see about that. You'll see. That's even more cliche. That's the point, Paimon. Is everyone ready? If so, let's set off now. Let's do this before Noels gets back. Hope he can understand that his thinking isn't wrong, but that it's just not suited for a place like this. We're ready, aren't you, Lenore? Uh-huh. I've already said goodbye to everyone. Aw. We're also ready to get going whenever. All right, just keep quiet for a while. Have made some arrangements in advance, so we shouldn't run into any problems. You're not allowed to actually do this, are you? Follow Estienne out of the fortress of Meropide. Here we are. Natural wind feels really feels better, doesn't it? Is there unnatural wind down there? We might have fans down there. Oh, yeah. We might have fans down there, but most of the air feels kind of stale. The fans in the pancreation ring are just like Noel's. The fans are indeed needed there, but when their blades spin, they bring the same misery to everyone, no matter who they are. I think you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Not sure if we're actually nearing the end of this, or if this is just, like, the first act of this quest. There's so many questions about Catter. Miss Alice! Miss Paimon! Do you see any walls? I don't see a wall anywhere around here. Nope. Walls? There are no walls here. Then, are the walls somewhere really far away? Catter once... This is so sad. Catter once told me that if they're too far away to see with your eyes, they'll look like the horizon. Miss Alice, Miss Paimon, where are we? We're in Fontaine. We're on the continent of Teyvat. So that's the name of the continent, not the world. The continent of Teyvat? Is it just like the fortress of Meropide? I can't see its walls anywhere. That must make it a really, really big fortress, right? The biggest. The thing up in the sky must be the moon, right? Good guess. If it were the sun, it would probably hurt my eyes. They're like the evil sorcerer's magic. Also good call. Yeah, don't go looking at the sun. All around me are things I've never seen before, and things I've only seen in books. Miss Alice, Miss Paimon, let's go on another adventure. Aw. Catter was right. Venturing outside is way more fun than in Meropide. That's right. The world outside is vast. I really envy the two of you. Lenore, let's discuss adventuring later. We really should find your family first. Uh-oh. Damn it, Noels. Freeze, all of you. Where do you think you're going? Also, what's with that little girl? Did you not know she was in the fortress? The evil sorcerer found us. What business is it of yours? Aren't you on leave? Patrolling with a Gardamek in your off hours won't get you promoted, you know. I came back as soon as I received the report. If you've gotten yourself mixed up with them, you're making a grave mistake, SDN. Actually, I think you'll find that I'm rectifying a mistake and saving everyone a lot of paperwork. Miss Monglane might even invite me to dinner as thanks. I assume the mistake is freeing the little girl from the fortress. Freeing Lenore. No, they're criminals. Even if the papers with their serial numbers on them are missing, they're still criminals. A little girl like this is a criminal? Are you out of your mind? I'm perfectly sane. Anyone can be a criminal. Little girls are no exception. I mean, kinda, but also, she was literally born there, dude. This guy is scary. Whatever other plans you may have had, I must now escort you back to the fortress of Meropide. How about we go back first and take some time to think it over? We only just got out, and you want to make us go back? I don't think so. You don't have a choice in the matter. You must comply with the rules and accept your punishment. You and what army? Then there's no way out of this. I can see quite a few ways, actually. If a few Gardameks get scrapped in the process, well, that's also what happens when people break the rules. You mean? It would seem you have no intention of repenting. Then you leave me no choice. Gardameks showed no mercy to recalcitrant criminals. No mercy?
Silas, Miss Paimon, be careful.
Simple Gardamek won't even slow us down. Nope.
Let's light it up! Teamwork is dreamwork! Cue the spotlight!
Here comes the finale. Step right up.
Step on up!
Oh, more of them, huh?
Everybody stand back!
There's more of them.
Let's get this show
Don't hit
on the
me
road.
too. Not. You vermin. Scum of a guard.
And voila!
He's not scum. He's actually a good guy, it seems. Ow.
Surprise! Step on up! Teamwork is dreamwork!
This isn't over yet. Accept your punishment.
The magic begins!
You bring every Gardamek in the fortress with you? I'm...
Everybody
Uh-oh,
stand back!
Caterpillar.
Here comes the finale.
How exactly do you plan to help? Let's find out. Uh-oh. What is your deal? What are you? Oh. Wait. Really? A rogue Hilichurl? Huh.
Over here! Step on up!
That is
Cue the spotlight!
fascinating.
Be all right. A round of applause.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
She heals you pretty fast.
Stay calm. Stay calm.
Stop
Surprise!
that. There's no end.
Look alive!
Common's already in our hands. Give it up.
Everybody
No,
stand back!
never.
Huh? Be amazed!
Here comes the finale.
Stop that, you little shit.
Now disappear.
That's to fight in that circle, you gotta be close. These guys have such strong sweeping moves.
Yeah.
Good heavens. I'm your colleague. You're not thinking of taking me in too?
Since you've thrown your lot in with them, you deserve the same punishment.
Catter. Miss Alice. Miss Paimon.
Gardamex simply gets scrapped, but you, even if you are monsters, you can still feel pain, right?
I am shocked. I don't know what I was expecting, but this is not it. Actually, I do know what I was expecting. Something tied to Jacob. That's cool, though. Hilichurl Rogue helping us. And just straight up speaking English. Or, well, yeah. The common of this universe. Not speaking Hilichurl. That is... I feel like I should call Ella Musk up, because she would be all over this. You'd still feel pain, right? Is this Hilichurl really Caterpillar? Paimon can't wrap her head around this. Paimon, we've learned so much about Hilichurls. We should have learned enough to say they're not just monsters.
Miss Paimon, how do you not recognize him? That's Catter.
Aw.
No, I'm a monster in human skin. A monster? I never imagined such a monster even existed in the fortress. A Hilichurl that can talk. Who would have thought?
That part is surprising.
How did you manage to pull the wool over everyone's eyes? What sorcery could allow a mindless creature, mindless,
Fool.
to worm its way into our midst like a wolf in sheep's clothing? Why haven't you run away yet? Are you pretending to be human? Of course, I will catch you even if you do run. A dangerous monster like you. I'm guilty, but she has done nothing. She hasn't done anything wrong. She shouldn't be here.
Oh, I like you, Catter. The fact that you're also a Hilichurl just makes it even better.
You won't find her name on any sentencing documents. She's innocent. She only ended up stuck in the fortress due to a few mishaps. I'll return to the fortress with you, but have Estienne take her back home.
Catter.
Aw.
The monster actually wants to make a deal with me.
Yeah, you're wrongfully trapping a small child.
I do indeed. Let her go home. As far as the fortress of Meropide is concerned, she never existed in the first place. Her absence will not be felt. But catching a monster like me should be a big deal, no? Fontaine hasn't seen a monster like me for several centuries now.
What, rogue Hilichurl, or one like you in that you can talk?
If you pass up on this opportunity, I'll put my human skin back on and slip away into the crowd. You'll never get a chance like this again.
I don't want you to go with him either, though.
You're right. I've never seen her in the fortress before. She's completely irrelevant. But you're too dangerous. I can't risk letting an evil monster like you get away.
Have Hilichurls always had hypnosis powers? Or rogue Hilichurls? Oh, so is this one bigger than the others? I think it is. Maybe.
We have a deal. You'll return to the fortress of Meropide, and the girl can leave. It would achieve your goal. Might as well.
Might as well take it. Yeah. I trust Caterpillar to do whatever is best. The fact that they revealed themselves like that and is actually trying to protect her. I trust you. I trust Catter. The guilty return to where they should be, and Lenore returns to her family's side. Everything on the right track, as it should be. Yeah. What did you do to deserve being down there, Catter? He is someone who follows... And who is your master? Who follows the rules. This is also in accordance with the rules. Enough, monster. I've caught you now. You're all coming back to the fortress of Meropide with me. The girl included. Hey, I will fight you. What? But didn't you just... Who would actually make a deal with a monster? Could anyone be sure that the words coming out of his mouth aren't some beguiling incantation to stunt human wisdom? I will destroy you. I won't be fooled again, so I've decided to play by my own rules. Your documents are missing? Then you'll stay in the fortress of Meropide for the rest of your lives. You have no right to bypass a trial. If you want to emphasize that in your written appeal, be my guest. But until then, you don't have a choice. You don't have a choice, do I? Well, what if your head was removed from your shoulders? Mongwain.
Please, sign here. This document will be effective immediately upon signing, and you two may exit the Fortress of Meropide via the regular channels.
What happened?
It's been so long since we've been to the surface. Let's hurry up and...
Oh, this is the main quest. Uh-oh.
What's happening?
Bad stuff. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
I'm shocked because it
thanks.
was voiced.
But I wonder what that tremor was just now.
I don't know.
Let's go ask the Duke.
Let's not. Welcome back. We're supposed to be focused, aren't we? Shouldn't have done that. Noel's filled appeal forms out for you already. But you should stay out of trouble until a final decision has been made. More specifically, do not rile him up. I want his head on a spike. I thought I was getting a coworker who knew what he was doing, so I could be less stressed. But as it turns out, I've only gotten busier since he arrived. Sorry, it's not your fault. I really want to take a vacation in Natlin. I want to go to Natlin too. Alice, this is not the time for chit-chat. Paimon is wondering how Lenore and the others are doing. They're being kept under strict watch now. If you don't want the same treatment, then follow the rules. That you can't keep her here. I need to free her somehow. That's upsetting. New life's new beginning. I'll have to ask him. Oh, she's now talking about the Duke. Damn it. And now, I have a feeling that it's going to make doing Wriothesley's quest harder
This
as
is
well.
no time for distractions. See,
Yeah, there's the green-yellow ore. An exit card issued by the Fortress of Meropide. It's just a piece of paper, but has been given a name most heartening. A new life's beginning, yeah.
seriously, you have a great magician standing right here. You don't want to miss the best part, do you?
Catter. Uh-oh. Oh, SDN's okay, though. It's a little surprising, actually. It's you! Indeed, it's me. Noel's would probably call it atoning for my sins, but I've got seniority, so he doesn't get to order me around. Well, perfect. That's great. Then what are you doing here? Atoning for my sins. What else? You're gonna help us break them out, aren't you? Why does Paimon get the feeling you aren't the least bit surprised? Did you already know Caterpillar's, do you know his true identity? Now he does. I only knew that he'd been here for a long time. Longer than any of us. Yeah, I mean, he's a hilichurl, so he could have been here for centuries. As for the rest, is any of it really important? He looks like a human, and he talks like one too. What can I say? I like chatting with him. I like that. I like Estienne. Maybe appearances matter more to me than what's inside. It's actually funny because it's kind of the reverse of what you actually mean. That's understandable. In any case, if you're looking for Caterpillar, he's inside. What about Lenore? Is she there with him? She was taken to go fill in some registration form, but don't worry, she'll be back soon. Those fuckers. Okay, then let's ask Caterpillar. Just like what's going on with him. Or just what's going on with him. Oh, there he is. Not even hiding anymore. I respect that. God, you are tall. I don't think most rogues are this tall, are they? It's been a while since I saw one. I'm sorry for dragging you two into this. My plan was to get Lenore home to her family, then return on my own. But it looks like that plan was a complete failure. There's a lot we need to talk about and that I want to ask you. I imagine so. You really are Caterpillar, right? I am. Then, you're a hilichurl? I am. But aren't hilichurls all, kinda dumb? Rude. And you looked just like a regular kid before. Ugh, Paimon doesn't know what's real anymore. You said before that you look like this because you got sick, after all. I mean, that's kinda true for hilichurls in a way, from a certain point of view. Are you... Presumably, you're one of the Conrians who became a hilichurl, but somehow maintained your sanity? Or regained it, maybe? Everyone has things they'd rather not tell anyone. And you're also so good to Lenore, and she trusts you too. Yeah, I mean, that's all I need to see. But you're not a human at all. If you're a hilichurl, then you can't trust me. Oh, that's just Paimon's prejudice, I guess. Well, I think we've learned enough about hilichurls that we shouldn't be so quick. Well, I want the answers to the questions Noelle's asked before. I'll answer all your questions truthfully. When did you come to the fortress of Meropide? Over 400 years ago. Really is from near the beginning. Or wait, actually I don't remember how old the fortress is, but that would put him right in line with Conria's fall, I think. 400 years ago? When you said you've been here a long time, Paimon thought you'd meant something like 3 to 5 years. No, I figured longer than that. I figured decades probably, but granted, when I started thinking he was related to Jacob, I figured it might be centuries, but this is, I think, even longer. But 400 years is like several generations, isn't it? Oh, right, you're a hilichurl. What was your crime? If you're interested in history, I was a member of the Narcisen Cruz Ordo. Oh, not Conria. Maybe I am, maybe I'm actually correct then. But how did you become a hilichurl? Because the Narcisen Cruz Ordo, wasn't that the name of Jacob's group? I was found guilty of being an accessory to the master's scheme. The Narcisen Cruz Ordo? We've heard of that before.
I'm surprised anyone still remembers it. The prophecy of the apocalypse. My master believed that he could stop this future of destruction from coming to pass. We did much to prepare for this. It was powerful magic, and also an evil plan. But perhaps none of this is important now. The plan failed, and the Narcissism Cruz Ordo has essentially ceased to exist. Whether Fontaine is destroyed or not, it no longer has anything to do with me. But just who is this master you spoke of? Does it start with a J? Narcissism. Oh wait, no. Narcissism Cruz, a powerful mage. He taught me human speech and granted me memory and intelligence. Okay, that's even more amazing. Yeah, because we only heard about the Narcissism Cruz from Anne's storyline. The Ordo, is that just referring to the whole institute? The one that had fallen? Was there really someone who could do something like that? But your appearance aside, you really do seem like an ordinary human. I do think Jacob ties back into the whole Ordo, but we'll see. There's probably a few details I'm forgetting because it's been a little bit, but though many details of the past have faded into memory, I remember this very well. This was a very, very long time ago. I couldn't change how I appeared to others at will then. Another ability given to you by the mage. Many humans, some in finery, others in rags, some with curiosity, others with disdain, would all ask similar questions. Can hilichurls really talk? Are hilichurls really capable of intelligence? My master raised the holy blade of Narcissism Cruz high. That's right. When we found the... Well, we found the toy, and then I think we found a real sword. It was a ceremonial sword, so the blade wasn't sharp, but still it glistened in the sunlight. Behold, he said, even a hideous monster such as this, rude, can attain wisdom and redemption through my power as the incarnation of Narcissism Cruz. I was one of his creations, and as a testament to Narcissism Cruz's power, I once wielded a blade for the Ordo. But the sacred sword evidently couldn't save my master from a fate of failure and ruin, and the mystical, magical weapon no longer exists. I mean, and there will be no more monsters in human skin like me. I don't think you're a monster. You're a human in monster skin. Why do you want to help Lenore? Because of compassion. Why is that in quotes? Humanity might be unattainable for me, but at the very least, I can imitate it. Just like how I learned to change how I appear to others. Paimon doesn't get it. Alice, Paimon, you both innately possess kindness and benevolence. Because of this, you don't need to think twice about helping others. You simply do. If you look at their outcomes alone, plenty of actions are indistinguishable from each other. We all agree that Lenore shouldn't stay in the fortress Meropide, and that she should return to her family. So we chose to help her, right? Your actions come from an innate benevolence that doesn't require excessive consideration or calculation. For me, however, it is because by doing so, I will be more like a human. So what you're saying is that you have if you are human, you'd perhaps be sociopathic, which doesn't necessarily mean that you would act maliciously, but it means you don't have the normal
inclinations or understanding. But still, the fact that you choose to be human, choose to be good, I respect that deeply. In fact, I respect that more. You're like an Amos Burton. For those who like The Expanse. Funny, isn't it? I'll never truly become human, yet I can't stop mimicking human behavior. It's like atonement. As far as human law is concerned, I've long since atoned for my sins. But what would a true human do? They would never forgive themselves for the mistakes they made, the harm they caused, and the people or things they failed to save. So, my sins can never be absolved, and I'll forever be my own prisoner. Perhaps. But I think I would see you free. What do you plan to do next? I'll bring Lenore back to her family. Huh? But forget about getting out of the fortress. We can't even get past this door. I made a promise to her, so I have to fulfill it. She shouldn't stay here any longer, especially not by my side. Aw, she likes you. You're like family to her. The geode mine shaft. It's a dangerous route, but it's feasible. Oh. I'm glad that's actually coming back instead of being a one-off. The geode mine shaft. That's right. Klein said that there's an opening there that leads outside. So the guards asked him to install a locking mechanism like the one at the Rift of Erosion. He also said something about having prepared a surprise. Yeah. Yikes. There's no way there's anything good. Or that's anything good. Are you sure you don't, are you sure you want to go from there? Paimon seems to remember that the research terminal there has to be operated by 2 people at the same time. Is Catter gonna make a sacrifice? And Lenore is so small. Paimon doesn't think she'll be able to operate it. Why don't we help them, Alice? I do innately possess kindness, after all. Okay. I have a few more questions for the Ordo as well, or about the Ordo as well. I think there are other places better suited to discussing the history of the Narza Crew's Ordo. Somewhere that isn't the Fortress of Meropide, for example. Of course. I catch your hint. Yeah. Then we'll have to wait until after Lenore is reunited with her family. Before any of that, we need to think of a way out of here. And we need to meet back up with Lenore. SDN will help us open the door, but there's a limit to how much he can help us. Of course. He should be at the entrance, right? Let's go ask him. This is probably a good place to end. I don't know how long this is gonna take to leave. We're coming up on about 2 hours. Let's ask the guards first. Yeah, we'll call it here for now.